while I read. There's your Hebrew 17. One of the seven messengers who had the seven bowls came and spoke to me, saying to me, Come, I shall show you the judgment of the great whore sitting on many waters, with whom the sovereigns of the earth committed whoring, and the inhabitants of the earth were made drunk with the wine of her whoring. And he carried me away in the ruach into the wilderness. And I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast, covered with the names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. I want to see that again. This one so I can see my page. And the woman was dressed in purple and scarlet and adorned with gold and precious stones and pearls, holding in her hand a golden cup filled with abomination and the filthiness of her whoring, and upon her forehead a name written, a secret, Babel the Great, the mother of the whores and of the abomination of the earth. And I saw the woman drunk with the blood of the Qadeshim, and with the blood of the witnesses of Jehovah, or Yeshua, I should say. And having seen her, I marveled greatly. Greatly marveled. And the messenger said to me, Why do you marvel? Let me explain to you the second and the secret of the woman and the beast she rides, which has the 7 heads and the 10 horns. The beast that you saw was and is not, and is about to come up out of the pit of the deep, and goes to destruction. And those dwelling on the earth, whose names are not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, shall marvel when they see the beast that was and is not and yet is. Means it's a spirit, right? Because it's not like she's going to be the president. I've heard people say that this woman in purple is going to be the president, but that's not the situation here. Because she's not, it says. And yet she is. Verse 9. Here is the mind having wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sits. And there are 7 sovereigns. 5 have fallen, and 1 is, and the other has not yet come. And when he comes, he has to remain a little while. And the beast that was and is not is himself also the 8th mountain, I guess, and is of the 7 and goes to destruction. And 10 horns which you saw are 10 sovereigns. You have not yet. Let me start back at the top of that verse. Sorry. And the 10 horns which you saw are 10 sovereigns, who has not yet received a reign, that receive authority and sovereigns as sovereigns with the beast for 1 hour. For 1 hour. They have one mind, and they shall give their power and authority to the beast, and they shall fight with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Adonai of masters and sovereigns, and sovereigns of sovereigns. Let me read that again. For he is Adonai of masters and sovereign of sovereigns. And those with him are called the chosen and trustworthy. And he said to me, the waters which you saw where the whore sits are people and crowds and nations and tongues. And the 10 horns which you saw on the beasts, these shall hate the whore. Say that again. And these 10 horns which you saw on the beast, these shall hate the whore. Okay, so like the whore of Babylon, that Jezebel that's being allowed in the churches, right? And lay her to waste, and naked, and eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. For Elohim gave it into their hearts to do his mind, to be of one mind, and to give their reign to the beast, until the words of Elohim shall be accomplished. And the woman who you saw is that great city having sovereignty over the sovereigns of the earth. That is chapter 17 of Revelations. So I always thought that the beast was all bad, but you know, an angel came to me, and she was serving. She was cooking, and I helped her. We served people in the earth, brothers and sisters, the Kardashian. And we fed them 3 meals, and they were stuffed to the gills. We cooked and cleaned all day to do it. And at the end of the day, someone had ordered out for catering for dessert, like puddings. And the people were eating it. And I was going, they're gluttons. For Yeshua HaMashiach has sent us to feed them what is the food of God, the manna. And yet they still go after this that is not of God. And we could not stop them. I mean, you know, we were, I didn't even try. I mean, I knew that the will of man could not be broken. So if a man chooses to eat what the serpent has brought them, you cannot stop him. Because God still has given you good free will to either love him or despise him, to be his friend or his enemy. But in this dream, the angel asked me a question, and I answered. And then she told me 2 things. One, that she sang a song, that there was no safe place but Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I immediately thought about when I lived 30 minutes from Tulsa, Oklahoma, the Tinker Air Force Base and the Blue Angels. So I know that means that to fly to his holy mountain. But there's 7 Blue Angels, you know? And she said, I give you, and I couldn't understand what she said because she said it in like a Hebrew or something. But I knew it to be like 7 mountains. And then this here talks about the 7 mountains. Wow. Anyway, I'm going to look at different versions of the Bible, even though I think that this is the most awesome one that I have in my hand, just to see if there's more understanding that can be gotten from chapter 17. God bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you.